This is kind of as much a test for me as it is for anyone else out there who's like watching what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I'm running Keyshot, and I'm actually running it over a remote desktop connection to my other computer that I've got in the other room that I just use for storing stuff. However, I wasn't able to transfer my Keyshot license, so I mean I can, but it's going to take a load of effort, and so I thought I'd try and do it this way. Now what I've got is I've got Keyshot Pro 2, which is fantastic, and I'm going to load in my engine parts. So I'm just going to click open. Actually no, rather than open, I'm going to click import because I'm importing Filmbox format. And if I just go to my desktop, you can see I've got my motor parts here. There's Lee's Superstar Destroyer. But I'm going to import my motor parts and just click open. I'm just going to click OK and keep it the way it is. And it's going to take a moment or two to import because the computer that's importing on is actually my old broken workstation, which isn't very well. And I'm glad it's not in here while I'm recording because it sounds like a hovercraft. So in the room that it's in, the dog's probably making all sorts of bleating noises, wondering what the hell is going on. Okay, that's interesting. Let's have a look and see what it's done. We have this solid block of geometry, which makes me suspect, to be honest, from looking at them, that I haven't probably reset the X-form as well as I should have done on these. But never mind, let's have a look, nonetheless. Yeah, it's a teeny weeny bit on the messy side. Oh, I see what this is. You. Never mind, I'm going to hide this part, so I'll hide that one. Oh, they're all the same part, aren't they? Okay, let's undo the hiding parts. And I'll just Photoshop those buggers out of the way later on then. Yeah, look at that. It's the way it's skinned. That's amazing. Never mind, I just want to see what these are going to look like and if this is going to actually record or not. So, materials, let's have a look. Metals. And I'm just going to apply, no, have we got, yeah, there's a lighter gunmetal. Shift, crunch, bammo. And now everything's gunmetal. Polished steel, let's have a look at polished steel. Yeah, that's actually really exactly what I was looking for. That's bizarre and cool at the same time. Yeah, I'm surprisingly pleased with that. Okay, I'm going to drop into 3ds Max, which is actually on this computer. There it is. It's interesting that these things didn't export properly in FBX. Let's see if I can export them as a different format that Keyshot will like. So, import. Let's see. So if I import them, I can import BIP, OBJ, 3ds, Filmbox, PERT, DWGs, and DXFs. Interesting. Collada format. Didn't know you could use that. And Rhino. And SolidWorks. Let's try 3ds format then. See what happens there. So, here we are. And export. Let's see. 3ds. We call it motor part. Yeah, why not? Well, it hasn't crashed out immediately, so that's a good sign probably. What I'm going to do now is just copy the file across on the network. I suppose it's only 3.2 megs, so it's not massive. And I'm going to stick it in the desktop. So I've got this on my other screen because, you know, you don't need to see what I'm doing over here. Okay, and now that's copied. There it is there. I'm not going to merge it, I'm just going to completely replace it. And see if that does anything to the geometry to improve the situation. Because I'm wondering, to be honest. Because I know Filmbox format, when I exported to it, threw up quite a few errors. And I suspect a lot of that is to do with the fact that I'm going to have to repair some of those surfaces if I'm going to export it as Filmbox format. So I'm kind of intrigued to see what it's going to do with this once it's imported, which will take a little while. There we go, here come a million trillion verts. And there you go, look. You see? There's my boy, eh? That's what I was hoping for. That's much better. Alright, let's try it with a little bit of metal and see how that looks. No, I was using polished steel vertical, wasn't I? So click, click. Oh, nice, it's exported it all as separate models as well. Click, 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 click. Maybe I'll have this one as a gunmetal. There we go, just for the sheer novelty. And those were verticals. I'll have polished on horizontal for this one. And this one. And what's this? Is this brushed iron by any chance? No, it's brushed steel. Perfect. Let's see how that looks on that. Bloody awful. Excellent. But nonetheless, I quite like it. Let's see. Cast steel. I'm going to have for this one then instead. Give it a bit more element of shininess. Because it would have been cast anyway. And let's see how... Oh, lovely. I like that. What shall I use for that one over there? I think I'll use steel vert. See, I haven't applied enough smooth to that, which is why the edges are a little bit on the old wonky side, but never mind. Yeah, I like that. They're actually looking okay. It's ridiculous, really, just how easy it is as well to, you know, make your model look nice using this. Here we go. I'll just drag in a different HDRI image. See? There we go. HDR Light Studio. Or perhaps if I want an industrial look, industrial location. And you can turn off the background so you don't have to look at it. That's the one it starts up with, which is also known as Studio. There's another one. Let's have a look at that one. It's quite stark, actually. I was wondering why that window wasn't going onto my other monitor, and it's because I've got an RDS running. Sorry, RDP. There, that one will do. That's a kind of car lighting system anyway. I think I'd like to carry this material onto this one, so I'm just going to left click on this and right click on that, and then it'll copy the material across for me. Overall, actually, that's quite nice. Okay, so I'm going to leave that to render, and then I'm going to grab it as a screenshot, and then I'll get back to doing what I was doing, which was recording even more tutorial. I wonder if I should bother putting some wireframes up. You see, this is the kind of trains of thought that I have. Go figure. It's interesting because looking at these, you know, I can see how these are going to make the various parts and how they're going to kind of start holding together things. And I can see where finger joins are, and I can see where kind of all the important parts are going to come from just from looking at this bit. So it's quite cool. Alright, I think that should do it. Right, and I'm going to press stop. And don't even know if I'll include this. Maybe I'll just stick it on the forum now.